Hello everybody, my name is BearCozy, and today let's play some Awaken Chaos Era, shall we? If it's your first time here, I strive to make not only entertaining but also educational videos. I try to make account progress videos. I really enjoy making progress. It feels really good, feels really rewarding to work for something and then achieve it. And that is really what I like to do. And if you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back, watching my videos and subscribing. Today is actually, what's going on right now is the gear enhancement event. Now, I haven't really done too much gear enhancing because I wanted to make a video. I wanted to make another video, and I wanted to talk about gear and specifically how to roll it, what to do, substats, and all that good stuff. Now, gear is actually very, very interesting, and right off the bat, what I am going to tell you is if we open up the gear manager, by the way, if you click on your hero, go to gear, click on Gear Manager, that is where you can see your current build and your swap build. That is essentially your fitting room. And what I wanted, I know some people still don't know that, just like you can swap heroes right up top in the left-hand corner, click the little symbol right there, and you can actually swap to a hero of your choice. And I know that that is something that's a little bit trickier, and that's something that not always known by everybody. So there's a couple of quick tips right there. So when looking at gear, the first thing I will tell you is that you will never have enough. Unfortunately, you will never have enough equipment, enough gear charms to roll every single piece to 15. So you have to be very, very picky with what you roll. Now, when you're rolling gear, it's all about substats. Substats is where it's at. There are three primary things you want to look out for and you want to keep an eye on when rolling gear. The first one is the stars. Of course, the higher, the better, primarily because your starting stats start higher on a 6-star piece than they do on a 5 or a 4-star piece, and they max out at a much higher number on a 6-star piece. So the first thing is the higher stars, primarily the better. The next thing you want to keep an eye for is, of course, the primary stat, which is your main stat. You do not want flat stats on your boots. If we click at my boots, you can see the boots I have kept. I've only rolled a few pairs, 215. Actually, it's a little bit more than I thought. But as you can see, this one is a 6-star attack percentage. This one is a 6-star attack percentage, health percentage. And I think there was one where I kept and I locked it for video purposes as something that I would never roll. I did lock it. I don't remember where it is, but it is a complete flat stat. And it is just and it's not speed. Speed is very, very good as a flat stat, by the way. But there is one piece of gear that I locked. I'm not sure, honestly, where it is. I'd like to find it. Let's see if we can hide the equipped. See if we can find it really quickly. I think it's just a flat health, and I wanted to sacrifice it, but it made such a strong point in one of my videos that I figured I would lock it and hang on to it. Now, of course, it's really hard to see what's locked. I have a lot of speed boots that I kept just in case. You can never have enough speed boots. Defense boots are very good to keep as well. But primarily, it's all about the substats. Now, the substats are your secondary stats. And what you want to focus on is a couple of things. And it depends on your build and the hero that it's going on. If you are using defensive boots, I personally like to start with boots. Boots are a great way to start. The other great option is to start with the ring and the necklaces. Those are really, really good place to start. And I try to put my heroes in health or attack percentage boots depending on what they need. So one of the things to keep an eye for, this is actually a really good piece of gear. This is a revival set. Unfortunately, it's 5-star. I'm not going to roll it past 12, but for this example, it will work very, very well. Seeing how these are attack percentage boots, this will go on a damage dealer whose damage scales off of attack, right? And these are percentage. They're not flat, so that is what you want. And seeing how these are attack percentage boots, and these boots, by the way, can be in any set. It just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. And that takes a little bit of practice and a little bit of knowledge through the game. You get a little bit of feel for it. Try different sets of gear on heroes as you acquire them and see what works for you. Now, these boots are a revival set. They are 5-star. I kept them because they started to roll well. And notice, as I said, they started to roll well. I didn't just slam them right up to 15. The reason why I'm using this as an example, they are only 5-star. But these I am keeping for the main reason that they're actually rolling well. So the first thing I'm looking at is the stars. These are 5 stars, and those are pretty good. You can use 4, but I wouldn't guarantee, I wouldn't recommend rolling 4-star gear much past 12, as well as the rest of the boots or the rest of the gear. So since these are attack percentage boots, what we want on these boots is speed. Speed is very, very critical, because if we get a roll of speed, or we get 2 rolls, or 3, or 4, if we can get it, that would be a godly piece of gear, god tier right there. Speed substats, rolling on speed substats, will actually help us go faster, which means we don't need to use boots. We don't need to use speed boots for our hero. Now, health percentage is okay, of course, because that will give us more survivability for our heroes. What you don't want for attack percentage boots is defense percentage. You don't want to roll a defense percentage on attack percentage boots, and you don't want to roll flat defense at all either. So looking at a couple of examples here. Hey, you're still watching the video. That means you're enjoying the content. And if you're enjoying the content, that means somebody else will also. Click the subscribe button below and help this video reach more people so they can enjoy it as well. If we look at these health boots, you can see I rolled them to 10. I will most likely take them to 12. Actually, let's go ahead and do that now. As you can see, these have actually rolled really well. We got 1 roll on crit damage percentage, which is nice. We also have 1 roll on focus, which is nice as well. That is a percentage as well. We have an attack percentage that is not rolled, but it is percentage, and percentages are much better than flat stats. The only thing you can't roll percentages on is speed. There are a few others, but we really don't care about those. So what you want to do is here, what I want to do is I want to use up some of this gear, and you can actually click and hold, and that will select all like gear. So if I deselect this, not many people know this, if I click and hold, that will select all like gear, and then you can use that to enhance. And then what we want to do here is we want to use the boot charms first, even though we do have the gear charms, and we want to save the gear charms for later if we need those, because gear charms you can use on any piece of gear except for weapons, I believe, and boot charms you can only use on boots. So let's go ahead and get this to 12. So what am I looking for here? We already have really good stats here. We have health percentage, we have crit damage, we have focus, we have attack percentage, and we have speed. I will take rolls on any one of those, but speed would most likely be the best because we do need some speed as well. And getting speed from substats is very, very good, which means we don't have to use speed boots. So let's go ahead and get that up to 12 to see how it rolls. It rolled crit damage, which is fantastic. Now, these boots, I wish these boots were attack percentage. They are not. They are health percentage boots, but that is still really, really good because we can still use them on a hero that we're trying to get more crit damage on. So maybe we sacrifice attack percentage boots and put them in health boots and try to push a little bit more crit damage, because crit damage, I believe, does something like 150% of regular attack. And as you noticed, I rolled those 1 at a time, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to slam them up to 12 or 15, and then it gives us a brand new flat stat, and then it rolls once or twice on that flat stat, and that I've had many, many times. I did save that piece of gear that I had. It was everything it rolled flat stats, and I think I rolled it. I don't know where it is. I have been farming, trying to get myself some better gear. As you can see, I am focusing on saving myself some 6-star gear, and anything with focus and speed I try to keep. I have lots of health boots, lots of attack boots. So that is what you want to work on. Now, as I've mentioned, you can start with boots like I do, or you can start with rings. Rings is a great place to start. And primarily, what I look for is I look for crit rate rings if I know I'm not going to be able to get 100% crit rate on my hero from my substats. So substats are extremely important. Now, looking at crit rate percentage, these are only 5. And as you can see, these kind of rolled like a rainbow. So I only took them to 9 because we rolled attack once, we rolled health percentage and attack percentage once, and then we rolled flat health down here. And so that is really not ideal. It's okay, we can use it, but that is not ideal. And same thing for necklaces. Necklaces, I primarily keep attack percentage. Attack percentage, I do want to make that clear. Don't keep flat stats on your accessories. The only thing that is really, really good on necklaces is focus, if you need more focus, which is really good for a hero like Lunar Melissa, and attack percentage. So for me, right now, here's what I do. As I've mentioned, everything is about the substats, and what I do is I keep health percentage rings depending on the hero. These go on my healers. These go on my poisoners to give them more survivability because they don't need attack. And then for my damage dealers, I keep crit damage rings, or I keep crit percentage. Now, right now, if I was able to use this crit damage ring, as you could see, This actually didn't roll too great. It rolled okay. What would be really, really nice here is a double crit percentage roll, because when you are using this crit damage ring, you are replacing a crit percentage ring. And so because you are replacing a crit percentage ring, you need as many rolls as you can get on crit rate so you can make up the difference, and that would be really, really good. Here's another good example for a health percentage ring. This one happens to be in a Vanguard set. Now, as you can see, my first roll rolled on defense, which is phenomenal. My second roll rolled on flat defense, which is kind of bad, but it is still defense, so it does help a little. I was hoping for one more roll. So what I am going to do, considering this is a 6-star ring, and we did get one roll on defense percentage, I'm going to roll it one more time. And if we get one more roll on defense percentage, I will keep it. And if we do not, I am going to probably leave it at 12, use it like that until I get something better. So here we go. We're rolling it to 12. Let's see what happened. So this actually rolled on precision. Precision is okay, nothing great. So this ring is okay considering it's a 6-star ring, but I will not be taking it any higher because the rolls are not too good. So as I've mentioned in this video, in the beginning of this video, it's all about substats. When you're rolling your gear, start with the highest stars you have. Start with the main stat percentages, whether it's health, defense, or attack percentage, and then roll your gear one at a time and hope for good rolls on secondary stats. So that's going to do it for me. If you have any questions, I hope this enlightened you. I hope this helped you and answered any of your questions. I have made some other videos on gear, but I know not everyone will see all of my videos, and that is okay. So I hope if you have any questions, I hope this answered them. Leave me a nice comment down below. Let me know how you're rolling your gear, what's going on. I'd love to connect, and let me know if this helped you. And by the way, I would love your support by hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like button. So I'm making 14 videos a week and editing them, and they do take quite a long time to make and edit. So I would really appreciate your support, and I would encourage you to hit the subscribe button to help me grow the channel. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out, for watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next one.